Hello, hello, everyone. I don't know if you can see me yet. Everything is just loading in, but hello, hello. Happy to have you all on. I'm just clicking my screen around here so that I don't see myself on both screens because that will be very distracting. Happy International Women's Day. Hey, ladies. Hey, Keith. Our honorary man in the room. Nice. So exciting. We are super pumped today, right, Christine? We are excited to be having you all on. We're going to start letting everyone else in the room as they hop in. But we would love, as you are hopping on, say hello in the chat. And if you're watching streaming, that's fine too. You can drop a comment, but let us know where you're watching from. We want to know how far away everyone is. Utah, Utah. My youngest daughter lives in Utah. So exciting. Hey, Amy. Hey, Katie, California. Nice. And my oldest daughter lives in California. Look at that. How awesome. Hello, hello. Hello from Utah. Hello. Awesome. I think I need to put up the chat so that it's up a little higher because I'm having a hard. Oh, Katie, you're from, I thought it was Amy. You said you are. New York State. Woo-hoo. Hey, Ma. So we are so excited today to be joining you for this beautiful International Women's Day. And I'm going to keep an eye on the little room here, our little waiting room here. But Christine, if you notice anybody in the waiting room when I
I
don't,
got the waiting room. You talk. I got
okay,
the waiting
good.
room.
It's all on me. Okay. All right. So, well, first, I want to just ask you guys a question as you are all hopping on. You already shared where you're from, which is so exciting. We have people literally from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast watching. So that's so exciting. And I would like to ask you a question. Have you ever had to advocate for your own health or wellness in a situation where you felt unheard? And this could be in any different situation amongst family, friends, at a doctor's appointment, wherever. Have you ever had to advocate for your own health and wellness in a situation where you felt unheard? And how did you handle it? If you don't mind sharing. So go ahead and pop it in the comments. And today we are gathering here on this International Women's Day, first of all, to celebrate women. And today is a day that is dedicated to honoring achievements and the importance of women and women's health and women's empowerment. And so, Christine and I are so excited to be hosting this event today because we both love empowering women. That's what we do. And the cool thing is that we have teamed up because we both believe in the power of community, the power of support among women, as well as the importance of holistic wellness, all of the above, like mind, body, spirit, abundance, and just having it all. So, Christine, are you so excited that we're all on here today, just celebrating women and empowering women?
I am. I am so excited. And anybody who is watching either now or the replay, I never expected that phone call from Carrie Marie that said, "Hey, I don't know if you're interested, but I'm going to go do this thing and I would love if you did it with me." And probably like all of you, my first reaction was, "Oh no." And then I'm like, okay, Carrie Marie wouldn't call me and ask me that if she didn't love me, know me, and understand. So it was amazing to see behind the scenes before I ever said yes. And once I said yes, it was like being welcomed home by the family I didn't know I already had. So it is pretty amazing to be in this situation. And anybody who knows me knows I do not promote anything that I don't use and believe in. As a matter of fact, it's in my drink right now.
Same. Yes. So Christine and I each have our own separate businesses where we empower women in different ways and through our coaching and things like that. And so we have also chosen to go into business together where we are offering an opportunity for women to be able to put their wellness first and to be able to really nourish their bodies with things that are so important because I know that I don't know about you, but like when you go to the grocery store, you're like, what do I even buy that is actually healthy? Because some things are labeled organic, and then you look at the ingredients and you're like, it actually doesn't even look that healthy for you. And I know, they always say stay around the outside of the grocery store, right? Like stay around the outside, get all of the things, the produce, the meats, the dairy, that kind of stuff around the whole outside. But even with that, like I know I've read different articles and everything about how the nutrients in the soil is so depleted that the nutrients in the fruits and vegetables that we're even eating are not even good. So like we would have to eat like loads and loads and loads, like pile up our plates and be eating all day long to get the right amount of nutrients. And so it's really great to be able to have something to supplement that. And so that's what, we're going to be chatting a little bit today about that because we want to make sure to let you know how to empower yourself and your own wellness and your well-being in many different ways, including supplementing what you're eating and what you're putting in your body. So we're absolutely passionate about empowering women through our businesses and so excited to be teamed up and doing business together and to offer you some education today and some inspiration today on this International Women's Day. So yay.
Yes. And I have to, yes, I don't know that people understand how depleted our food is. Before many years ago, I got sick. I was always eating healthy
Mhm.
and actually found out, and I have it documented, that my minerals were completely depleted. So while you may think that you can eat clean and not supplement, unfortunately, we are not in that world.
I know.
So
And it's really,
this
really too
is
bad.
huge, huge. I mean, when you can have something like this that tastes good and it is so nutrient dense,
Mhm.
it's amazing. And I saw Heather hold up her favorite product, and I have that in here too. It's the gold. And I think Carrie Marie,
Yeah.
that's your
I
favorite
have gold too.
also.
I feel Yeah, and I had Derek drink gold this morning because it's so good. It's like an anti-inflammatory, but it also helps with our digestive system. And as you know, I've had digestive issues in the past. And so having something that can help with the digestion and just keeping me regular is amazing. And actually, so I'll just tell you briefly, like when I first started using any of these products, my very first one I fell in love with was there's the Drift hot chocolate. And the reason why is because I have a hard time falling asleep at night. I'm one of those ones where my brain is always on and I'm always trying to think of all of the millions of things that it would be so cool to do this and oh, I should do this and thinking through my day, what I did during the day, what I need to do tomorrow. And so my brain is always on. And so when I lay down in bed, I have such a hard time falling asleep. Such a hard time. I'll be tossing and turning, and then I think of things and I get up and I'm putting them in my phone or writing them down so I don't forget and all this stuff. And it's like I end up falling asleep at like 11 o'clock at night, which is not good. So I started drinking this hot chocolate. I was out like that so fast. So fast. It was so great. And then I woke up in the morning and I felt so refreshed and so energized. I was like, wow, I got a really good night's sleep last night. And so that was right away. I was like, this is magical. I love this. Because I really like to be able to fall asleep at night. So now I need to make sure that I only drink it like within maybe 15-20 minutes before I want to go to bed. So it'll usually be like in the hot tub before bed at night because then I can just come in, pop on my pajamas, and then fall right to bed. But I would have to say though, oh, and the calm. I'll sometimes have calm right before bed. And I was gonna say, Christine, you like that too, right?
Well, I can't have chocolate.
Right,
I
right.
can't have chocolate. So for me, as delicious as it sounds and amazing as it sounds,
Mhm.
and I'm like you, the second I lay down, my brain's like, oh, you forgot to do this, and you forgot to do this, or we're doing this tomorrow. And I'm like, really? You've been up for 12 hours. You could have had that whole conversation before. So this just quiets the mind. calms me down. And I cannot take most things that help you sleep because they actually give me migraines. I
Ooh,
know it's counterproductive. This
right.
does not.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, I really, and it's only one.
Right.
Take one. Yeah. My Fitbit showed that I got like 3 hours of uninterrupted sleep the other night. Like didn't wake up at all. I looked at it and went, well, that never happens.
That's so awesome. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because my phone just bleeped up this morning about how it was like, congratulations, you've had like you've maxed out your goal or something for 5 or 6 nights in a row. And I was like, what? That's so cool because I don't usually do that. So I'm glad that my phone is congratulating me.
Yeah, see, and there you go. It's documented proof that it's working.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's working.
exactly. Because I was never congratulated before.
I know. Oh.
Yeah,
So,
I would
Carrie
say
Marie,
like
what's your favorite?
this is now my new favorite as much as I still drink the hot chocolate on a lot of nights, especially when I want to fall asleep right away. If I want to watch a movie though, I can't do that. But this has got to be my favorite. So this is kind of my little concoction, I like to call it, because it's not just one product. I mix a few together. So this is the Fit Fuel. This is the Gold that we mentioned earlier, and it's also Strawberry Rush, which this is the latest in the day I could ever have that because there is some caffeine in it. And so the Rush does have some caffeine, and so if you're like somebody who likes to drink a lot of energy drinks or something like that, you would love this because it's not that like that spike of energy that you're like crazy and jittery and then like the drop afterwards. It's very like a smooth energy, but still though, I want to make sure that I can sleep tonight. So this is the very latest in the day. I would drink this, but I like mixing the three together. This is yeah, like tropical strawberry or something. And also the reason why I like this, not just the gold because it's good for your gut health, but the Fit Fuel, it has probiotics and prebiotics and digestive enzymes. Like that's why I started drinking it because I had actually run out of my other just probiotic and prebiotic blend. And then I noticed that this had those two plus the digestive enzymes plus collagen plus protein plus vitamins and minerals, and I'm like, whoa, it's everything in one. I don't have to take like this whole slew of supplements and drinks. I can just have the one. And yes, I do still mix it with the gold just for the anti-inflammatory and extra goodness for my gut health and stuff like that, and the strawberry rush for extra. But I'm like, whoa, this stuff is amazing.
Great minds think alike. That's exactly what's in mine also.
Oh my goodness. Did you also do the strawberry rush?
I did the exact same thing.
What are the odds of
So
that we would both make the same thing the same
I
day?
know that's just kind of funny. Now for me, the Fit Fuel has replaced, I put it in my coffee in the morning also. So this is my second time having it today. And I do 1 scoop each time, which you can have 2 scoops, but I put it in my coffee. But I have replaced, let me see, one, two, three other ingredients that I used to put in my coffee because this has all of it.
Wow. That's awesome. And you know what? I find it mixes so well too. So that's the thing too. I sometimes add it to my coffee as well. And I don't know if you've ever added like a protein powder or something like that before to your coffee where it like clumps up and gets gross and then you don't even want to drink it. I
Yeah.
like how this is so nice and smooth.
Or it makes your coffee like almost slimy.
Yeah.
And this does not. This makes it so creamy.
And you do you add the gold to your coffee too?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. And
Yeah.
most of the time, yes. But every once in a while, I'll be like, and then I don't.
Yeah. I do. I like to do that every once in a while. I don't every morning, but it is nice for sure. So, and what's really cool too is that like the Fit Fuel and the Gold and the Burn capsules, which we didn't talk about the Burn. The Burn is incredible and that actually it helps you to burn fat, but it's not just for weight loss and things. It's helpful for that, but it's also just good all around. But the cool thing is it doesn't have caffeine. And so because a lot of like the weight loss capsules and stuff like that that helps you burn fat, it all has caffeine in it. And there's some people that just cannot have caffeine. And so I really like that that does not. And so I like that they are all bundled together. You can get them together because I use all three of those every single day. So I'm like, yes, I can get the bundle, save on that, and I can use all of my favorites.
This is my new favorite.
Yes. Yes.
And you can't get this anyplace. I mean, you can't get anything like this anyplace else.
Yeah. It's literally like
Anybody
one of
who has done any research on mushrooms,
Mhm.
like I can't even name them all. And
Yeah,
some
and
of them
there's
I can't even
eight,
pronounce.
right? There's eight different mushrooms, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Eight plus the fermented black garlic and the black pepper.
Yes.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
don't know what else it has in it, but I was just like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. And the cool thing is, so Christine and I both heard about this a couple weeks ago. And we got to hear from stories before it was even released. There were some people who were able to try it first. And so we were able to hear from them and their experiences. And these ladies, all of them within a few days were feeling so productive. They were clear-minded, they were focused, and like I think they used to feel frazzled and things like that, or weren't getting anything done. And I know the one woman said that she had ADHD, so she's never been able to like fully go, she'll go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next all the time. And that's just like her life. And so this was able to like help her get a little bit more focused. I love watching those memes that people do on I think it's like Instagram or TikTok or one of those where they're like my brain and it's like one thing after another and like the shower's running and everything is going all over. But I didn't think I was not very focused until I started having this and I was like, wow, I'm actually getting so much more done during the day. It's pretty nice, especially too because we're doing some work in our basement right now and I've been having to clean out a lot of stuff and it's just so it's very tedious work because it's like opening up boxes and bags and totes and going through everything and I've gone through so much stuff. I couldn't believe how many bags of garbage I've gotten out of this. It's so nice. It's so nice to just get rid of things.
Oh yeah. And this is good for your adrenals and your brain.
Yes.
And for me, that's huge, huge, huge. I need all the brain help I can get. I'm just saying. I mean,
Think we all need a lot of brain
I
food.
literally, I know I have broken things in my head. I know I do, and I need all the support that I can get. And this, I think I would fight somebody if they thought they were going to take it from me. I'm happy to share. You just can't take it because then yeah, no, I don't think so.
And I think it also helps with like feeling more energized, even though it might not actually give you energy necessarily, but I feel like it helps you. Like, so if, for instance, like working out or something like that, you're like in the moment, like it's, yes, this is it, that type of thing. I don't know. It's really hard to describe the feeling. It's just good, you know? And what I really like too about all of these products, really, but they were all formulated by a naturopathic doctor. So they know the body. They know the body in and out, they know the needs, and they know the right kinds of ingredients that work so well with each other to be absorbed fully into the body. I just love that. I don't know, have you ever, I know it's kind of gross, but have you ever taken a vitamin and then when you go to the bathroom next, your pee is fluorescent yellow? And you're like, that's all of the vitamins you just took and it's just wasted in the toilet. Like, my body didn't absorb any of that. What? And so I love that I can have these products and I'm not peeing fluorescent. And so it means that my body's actually using them and making me feel good, which is amazing. So I love that.
That's the key.
Yeah.
You feel good.
Hmm. And I've also lost a few pounds, which is really nice too.
I went and had my massage therapist. She stepped back. She looked at me. And she goes, "Wow, you're looking really good." And I went, "Okay." I said, "But I haven't lost any weight." She goes, "You look like you have." So, like, okay,
Ooh,
I'll take it. I'll take it. And the knots that are in my back or were in my back are reducing. I
wow.
can't necessarily tie it to any particular product, so that's not some medical claim. It is simply I started using the products and I saw her and she's like, "Wow, there's an improvement." So,
That's
what
awesome.
happens when I see her in 12 days? Because I go back again.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. And that's a good thing too when other people are noticing it because sometimes
Yeah.
we are in our own bodies in our brains every day so we don't necessarily notice little changes here and there and I happened to take some measurements because I was like I'm just curious and I've actually lost a lot more inches than I have pounds which is totally fine because I know that whatever the scale will catch up. I
Well,
mean
and a lot of times that's inflammation.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I think
If
that
you're
that's
losing inflammation, you're going to lose a lot more inches than you are actual pounds.
hmm Yep.
So that's huge. And I mean, I had the DNA test done. I know I have neurological inflammation. I mean, that is something I battle every single day. And I'm super excited about the gold. Super excited about the gold.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Katie's on here. Congratulations, Katie. So Katie has also been using these products. She has lost 30 pounds since May. That's incredible.
That is amazing.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Great
That is
job.
so, so cool.
That
Very
gives me
thank
hope. That gives me hope. Katie, you give me so much hope.
Oh my goodness. So let's chat really quick. Do you want to talk about the three ways? Or actually there's four. There's four ways.
Yes,
If anybody
technically
wants
four
to
ways
buy,
to get the products. So
technically four.
if you love to spend money and just throw it away, then just type retail in the chat because that you can do that. It's perfectly fine if you want to just throw away your money.
Yeah, you
Or
can pay full price, full retail
full
price.
price, full retail, no big deal.
Yeah.
You can be, and Carrie Marie, yeah, correct me if I miss say any of this, because of course this is new. VIP customer.
Yeah, the
Um,
VIP customer is great for anybody who wants to just use the products, try the products. The VIP customer is the best because there's a little bit of like a tiny bit of an upfront cost, but then you have 10 to 20% off on every single order
and all
you
the
ever.
products.
Yeah,
Yes,
all the products.
yes. You can also be an affiliate, which I
Mhm.
had somebody the other day that she didn't know what an affiliate meant. And I was like, okay,
Wow. Wow.
so I'm going to explain a little bit. So if you want to
Mhm.
be an affiliate, you use the products, you refer somebody else, and then you get paid for referring them.
Yeah.
And that is a very, very simplified way of saying that.
And it's a
So
very common thing these days. I mean, think
it
about like
is,
TikTok Shop and Amazon affiliates. Like everybody does affiliate programs these days. Almost anybody that sells anything has an affiliate program because it just allows other people to refer somebody, and then you get paid for like a commission basically for referring somebody
yeah.
else to products.
So but basically you're getting referrals. You're not building a team. You are using the products and referring other people to the products, and then you get paid for that.
Mhm.
And that's a great way to do it if you don't want to build a team. Or if you want to test the waters.
Right. Right.
Now,
Exactly.
what Carrie Marie and I both did is we are business builders.
Mhm.
And we decided to do that. We have been in this space for a while. We know the potential. We know the work that goes into it. We know that you put a lot of work in the front without a lot of pay, and then it shifts. Um, and I hear a lot of people say that, but I'm like, you really can't find a better way to build a business
Mhm.
from home without a lot of expense.
Right.
I mean, there's no way I would want to, for one, do what Aspen did, or actually, I just wouldn't want to do what Aspen did,
Yeah.
investing all that money, investing all that time, investing all that. No, that's okay. I let her do the hard work, and then I just step in and go, okay, this is awesome. I get to share it with other people. So Business Builder is um huge. It is a very fast growing company.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I
So
don't
fast. I
remember the
mean,
numbers. It's
oh,
just
wait,
incredible.
wait. I have a slide I can share real quick because I grabbed some
Oh, there you go.
screenshots of news articles about this growth because it's tremendous. Hang on a second. Let me share my screen here. Hopefully, this is the right one. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So these are just four news articles that I grabbed and it just shows I tried highlighting in pink. It might not be really that noticeable. I was like, "Oh, pink. I could highlight in pink." So I highlighted some of these numbers because it's so incredible. $50 million in 2024 in sales. And so that's doubling from 19 million the year before. I mean, that growth is just incredible. In every single year, I think it's doubled or more than doubled. I don't remember if I have that. Oh, right here. More than doubled in sales every single year. That's
And that's incredible.
so that is really just it goes to show you how fast this company is growing, but also how incredible these products are because they're really working and people are loving them and they're buying them. And so it allows it to be easy for people to sell them because obviously people want good products. And I think a lot of people are really realizing, hey, there's a lot of garbage in our food these days, and we really need these supplements to be able to help us to stay healthy. And so people are wanting these kinds of products. So when we're able to offer it to people, it's incredible. And this company is just growing tremendously. Look at this, projecting $100 million in sales this year.
Yes. And I like the one right below that. It's a
Hmm.
triple A rating. It
Yeah,
is simply the sales, it is also the company itself.
yeah. And
So,
what's
yes,
really cool is not like things are not hidden either. It's so easy to know, like, this is what's happening. Everything is like, look at this. I just have to share this real quick, this income disclosure statement, because how cool is that? And this is public. This is public knowledge. It's not like just we're able to see this. And it literally shows, hey, if you want to start at like an independent brand partner, like you could be making this amount of money. Like that's how cool it is. And so every level, like, hey, you want to be making like this much a month. This is the average, by the way, over here in this column. So like if you know, you're like, okay, I want to just make a little bit extra to cover some extra things that I want to do, save up for something. Or if you want to be able to replace your income, it will tell you, hey, this is the level that you want to be at, and this is the percentage of brand partners that are in that. It's just so cool that this is just public knowledge and you can see how much potential you have. So
absolutely. And I mean, you can be that top person. You want to
yeah,
match
yeah.
their habits and match their work ethic, and you can be there too. And it's a choice.
Hmm.
It's a
Yep.
choice.
It's definitely a choice. And what's really cool too, and I didn't put this in a slide, but there is literally a guide that says, hey, you want to make an extra $1,000 a month? Just follow this guide, follow these steps. That's not, I've never seen anything like that before. Never.
Not this.
Because
Okay, it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy because building a business is never easy, and anybody who says it is lying to you.
I'd much rather build
However,
this kind of business than a brick and mortar business. You know how
oh
much
yeah, but it's
that's.
very, yes, it's very simple. It
Mhm.
is not complicated. It is not complicated. There, here you go, do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And if you do all of that, guess what? There's people out there that are go like, okay, here's the next step.
Hmm.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so we also had a few other things that we wanted to just share with you today because, well, first of all, we didn't even say this, but if any of these things that we're talking about resonate with you, I mean, first of all, we've talked about a lot. We probably should have mentioned this earlier.
Probably. But
But that's
hey,
okay. Let's just say that you want to learn more about the business or even being an affiliate or being a VIP customer. Like drop the word, what word are we going to use, Christine?
money. If you want
Money.
money, put money.
Yeah, drop the
If
word
you
money.
want gold because you want to have that Heather's nodding. Heather will tell you this is her absolute favorite product. If gold is something that just resonates with you, put gold in the comment. If you need brain power, go ahead and put adapt in there because I'm telling you this is amazing.
Yeah.
If
And then
weight
the
loss is
BFF.
something, oh yeah, BFF is amazing. I think
BFF
everybody
is
needs BFF and gold. That's just the way it is. And the burn, if weight loss is something that is a focus for you, put that in there because we will follow up with all of those things and get you the information. Then you can make an educated decision.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can get you over any information. We're going to follow up with everybody just to see how we can help. What kind of information do you need, and how can we assist you? So,
Yes,
'cause
yes,
we are
but
all
that's all
about,
we're here for. I
yeah.
mean, we want to empower, we
Yes.
both have the same mindset. The goal is to empower women to be their own wellness advocates.
Mhm.
And if this resonates, great.
Yeah. And
Does
both
for
of us
me.
have had to be our own wellness advocates multiple times
Oh,
in our lives.
multiple
And
times.
so it's really awesome that we can help others do the same. I just
Yes,
love
it's a
that.
very lonely place to be when you feel alone, and you are not alone.
Right. Yeah. You're
We've been
never
there, done
alone.
that.
Yep. And when you attend things like this, you get to see, hey, there are others out there that have been through this kind of stuff. It might not be the exact same story, but it's somebody who has been through something where they felt unheard and they had to stand up for themselves, even though it was uncomfortable. And or there might be people who are going through something and they haven't been able to stand up for themselves. We can help you. So,
Absolutely.
and if it's a matter of just getting some of these things in your system to make you feel better, awesome. And it can be a whole slew of things. But we wanted to also share a few other little tips with you just to empower you a little bit more. So let's chat about stress management. What are some things
This
that
is
you love to
perfect.
do to reduce stress? And this is such perfect timing because this happened this morning at my horse barn. I had to walk somebody through this. So go ahead.
Okay, so when I was the sickest, this was the number one thing that my naturopaths told me to do. There's actually, I'll share two. One of them's funny. Breathe. Simply breathe.
Hmm.
He literally told me that I had to sit and I go for 10 minutes. Breathe in through one side, breathe out through the other. 10 minutes. I got to do that. It calms your nervous system. It helps everything, everything. People forget to breathe. I know that
Yeah,
sounds
people
crazy.
forget to, and we don't all breathe fully and deep.
No.
Like we have very shallow breath normally. And so if you can remind yourself, if you start getting worked up over something, and this is what I had to walk somebody through at the horse barn this morning because her horse was being a little crazy. He was spooked by the wind outside. And I told her, I'm like, you're getting all tense. Just stop for a second and breathe. Deep breaths. And so I walked her through deep breathing while she's on the horse. I'm on my horse and we're doing deep breathing, but it really helped because then it helped calm her. So then she was sitting better in the saddle instead of all uptight because the horse can sense that. But it's like this in everyday life. Like we all have stressors in our life. And so to be able to just remind ourselves to breathe.
Breathe,
It's so
breathe.
simple.
Literally, if you take 30 seconds and focus on breathing, it can completely shift everything.
Yeah.
So, the funny thing that my naturopath told me to do for stress was I was no longer allowed to watch any movies that didn't make me laugh. He didn't know what a rom-com was, but he goes, those girly movies that have love and comedy in them? I was like, talk about a rom-com? He goes, yeah, you're allowed to watch that or funny animation. You're not allowed to watch anything else
Wow. I,
because he said that stress, even though you don't realize it, affects your body.
oh yeah.
So
I don't like
laugh
watching
and
sad.
breathe.
I refuse to watch sad movies. I'm like, if I'm going to take the time to watch a movie, I am definitely not going to want to cry.
Okay, I do watch some sad movies now, but now I'm more healed. But yes, so breathe, stress, breathe, laugh.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And
And also gold
gold. Yes, gold. Gold.
because it reduces your cortisol levels. How neat is that? That's so
Yes.
cool. So it can,
Yes.
and you know what's so funny? So I was just at a friend's house last night and she's been taking gold and she's been giving it to her husband and so this is how he takes it. They warm up water and they just put the gold powder in it and he drinks it before bed. It actually helps him to fall asleep quicker. And I never even thought about using gold to drink. So like Christine, I know you can't have the chocolate, so maybe you could try that. He
I
has,
might try that.
yeah. Yep. It also, I mean, it's nice too because it reduces belly fat too. Which is a stressor.
Ooh.
Having belly fat causes stress.
Okay, I used to drink something called a belly buster and you drank it at night. I may have to think about doing gold and
Yeah.
see
Have
if
some
see if
night.
that works. Okay, so yes, that's awesome.
Yes. All right, let's talk about empowering them financially.
So, of course, join us. I mean, that kind of goes without saying. Just join us and we'll help you along. Um, and here's something that even if you don't join us, this is something that I think everybody should do is have a side gig.
Yeah.
Um, because for tax purposes, how amazing would it be to be able to write off things that you use? Now,
Right.
you have to get with your tax accountant to follow all the rules and all the laws.
Mhm.
However, there are so many things that you can write off when you have a side business.
Oh yeah. I have seen, have you seen those documents? I don't even know where I have it, but somewhere there was a tax person that put together this whole document of when you have a side business, these are all, I mean, it can be a regular business too or a side business, but you can write off all these things. It was like pages and pages long, like your cell phone bill. Okay. So who would not want to write
Okay, moms, you can write off paying a babysitter as
off?
long as you conduct business while you're gone.
Hmm.
So you just make sure you always conduct business, even if it's date night. You do some kind of business and then you do date night. So it's definitely,
And the
I've had a side gig for 25 years now, maybe longer than that.
Mhm.
And it's great to have the tax write-offs. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't do that when you're an employee, you can't write those things off.
Oh,
So that
no.
is like the perk in itself. Even if you only make $1 in sales in the entire year, it counts as having a side gig. I mean,
Absolutely.
you probably can't be in the red every year,
No,
but
you can't. I think you have to make money like 1 out of 5 years or something. I don't remember. And don't quote me on that. I'm not an accountant. I give
yeah,
it to my accountant, and that's his problem.
don't take
Uh,
tax advice from us other than just get a side.
no, please do not.
But all right, let's talk about mental health because I mean, mental health is huge. I think especially too with these days, there's a lot of people that have mental health problems, and I think a lot of the things is that there's just so much out there. Think about everything that like the media and the toxins that are in the foods and everything else is that it's really causing problems with people's mental health. And so just doing a brain detox is so powerful because think about like when your house is messy and cluttered, like it kind of feels a little squirrely. Well, your brain can get cluttered too. And so, and when you're able to just do a nighttime brain detox, this is so helpful. And so, actually, do you want to share a little bit about this one, Christine?
Okay, so for me, journaling is a big thing. And if you're going to journal, here's my suggestion. Um, Write down your worries, your to-dos, all of those things that are not ideal first. Write all those down, get them all out. And then end with three ideals. Carrie Marie, you can speak into affirmations beautifully because that's what she does. Your gratitude, write those things last because you want those things in your brain when you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. You
The
want
other
those to be
stuff
in your
is,
brain before you go to sleep. Like the last
yes,
thing on your mind before you go to sleep should be happy things. I always say write down three celebrations from the day. Three things you can celebrate for the day. It could be actions you took, it could be a great conversation you had, it could be anything. It could be it was a gorgeous day out. It was beautiful out. Let's celebrate it.
and don't underestimate the small things.
Mhm.
Don't underestimate the small things because it's the small things that become the big things.
Yeah. Literally, if you folded the laundry that's been sitting in the basket in your bedroom, celebrate it. That's exciting. That's
Yes,
awesome. It doesn't have to be a big thing. You don't have to get a big promotion or like sell a bunch of products in a day. It doesn't have to be huge like that. It can be, hey, I just got up at the time that my alarm went off for the first time in the whole week. Something
yes,
so little, but celebrate it because recognizing that is so good and have that be the last thing. Like you were saying, do the brain dump, get everything out, but then the
everything
last
out.
thing should be the gratitude and the celebration, all the good things. So that's all
Absolutely.
asleep thinking about.
Yes. And you know what else is good for your brain again? Gold.
Yes, gold. And
It's
adapt.
golden. I mean, it really
Gold,
is.
gold and adapt. It's like those are the brain busters or brain
Yes.
boosters, I should say. Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's perfect.
yep. And
We
I mean,
actually
the rush and the burn are also good as well for the brain because of all of the vitamins in it and everything. The B vitamins like B12 and stuff, the adaptogens. Oh my goodness. We
oh
could go
yeah,
on and on about how much we love these things.
and how much it's helping our brains.
Yes. Yes. And then just physical health, making sure that you're moving your body. And it doesn't have to be, sometimes people think of physical health as like, I've got to go to the gym and I don't want to go to the gym. I hate going to the gym. But it doesn't have to be that. I just went horseback riding this morning. That is a workout. It's a full body workout. And so find the things that you love to do to move your body. I love dancing. I don't know if you've ever done it's called Just Dance. So I think that they have it for the Wii and the Xbox and stuff like that, but you can literally pull them up on YouTube and it will give you these dances that you can do. And it's so fun. Anytime that my girls are home, we always put them on and we dance and we are sweating. It is a good cardio workout, let me tell you. But also like strength training is good too, especially if you are trying to lose the pounds or lose the inches. Strength training is excellent. Little light weights here and there or even body weight things, but find the things that you feel comfortable doing and that you like doing because otherwise you'll resist it.
Mhm.
And so get into a routine, finding it, try out different things. And sometimes it's fun trying out new things, whether it be going
Yeah,
to a class, popping on a video, whatever it is.
taking a walk. So I can speak into this because when I was the sickest, I was actually put on a no exercise restriction for
Mm.
a year. I lost 30 pounds in that time
Wow.
because I shifted what I was eating. I changed how I was eating. I paid attention to how I was eating. I had reduced my stress because remember, I was told no, nothing but rom-coms. So I was watching my rom-coms, doing my breathing, and literally the only thing that I did during that time was yoga and walking.
Wow.
And it wasn't, the intense, how fast can I walk? It was just
Leisurely walk.
walking. I was simply walking. So don't underestimate the little things. Um,
I love
hate it
walking.
when people come
I
up with
and you know what?
excuses why they can't. I'm like, if you have to crank up the music and sit in your chair and dance in your chair because you can't stand up, do it.
Yes, it's so fun. It is definitely so fun. And another thing,
Oh,
another benefit of
Heather's got the dancing up on there.
yay, another benefit of going for a walk is just getting out in the fresh air and being in nature and stuff. That is also so good for your mind and body and everything. And so doing that, and I actually miss it. Our road has been so icy that it would be very dangerous if I went out walking right now.
Yeah,
So
please don't do that. Please don't do that. We
so
like you in one
excited
piece,
for
Carrie Marie.
we're supposed to be getting almost 60-degree weather this week, so I am hoping that it thaws out and I can start going for my walks again because I miss going for my nature walks. And we also like to go walking after dinner together, which is a nice time for us to do together. Sometimes I like to go for a walk by myself. It's like my time all by myself. And then sometimes going for a walk with other people is fun too.
Hmm.
So yes. Anyway, so with all of this being said, oh my goodness, we covered so much and we told you guys we are going to try to keep it half hour, 45 minutes. And here we are 45 minutes later.
Hey,
We
we're still within the 45 minutes. We're good. We're good.
here we are maxing out the time, but we're having so much fun. And it's so cool that we could all get together here for International Women's Day and celebrate and support each other, empower you to go do something amazing for yourself. And so, again, as we mentioned earlier, if any of these things resonate with you, if you want to learn more about this, if you just want to follow along for a little bit, make sure to drop a comment in here or go into the Facebook event and leave us a message because then that way we can follow up with you, send you over all the information, and make sure that you are empowered to make the next step.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. We're here to support, we're here to encourage, and we're here to educate.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we have access to a few really amazing Facebook groups that have so much education in it that can really empower you, plus that and yummy recipes. And so if you want some encouragement, if you want some empowerment, some yummy recipes, we can also get you into those Facebook groups as well, so that way you can empower yourself even more.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, I want to try the protein balls. Haven't done that yet.
oh my goodness. So I made no bake cheesecake the other night with the BFF. Yum. It was so delicious. I will have to post the recipe in our
Oh, yes,
group
please.
because it was so yummy. And I was like, these are healthy and they're delicious, and I want to eat more of them. I actually only ate half of mine at one sitting because it's very filling as well, because it's so packed with protein. So I
Mhm.
could only wait, I could have half, and then I had the other half the next day.
And it's good for you, so you can have it for breakfast.
Yeah, I could have. I did not, but yes,
That's,
could have. I
that's my
even
thing. Is it good enough that I can eat it for breakfast and think I'm eating dessert? Then it's a win.
exactly. And I topped it with fruit, so it was even more beneficial.
See, there you go. Who
Uh,
says that eating healthy and feeling good has to be boring?
right. It does not have to be boring at all. That's what
No.
I love, picking up the different recipes in the group, because sometimes I'm just like boring and go through the same things every day. I'm like, once I find the things I like, I have them all the time, but I also like switching it up. And by the way, I am making the cheesecake again tonight because we're having our son over for his birthday dinner tonight. So I'm making those for dessert. I'm like, yes, have to
Yum,
have that again.
yum.
So, thank you all so much for joining today. This has been so fun. It's been awesome seeing you all here, and I hope that you learned a little something that can help you out. I'm so excited. Any last words, Christine?
No, I am just grateful for everybody who is here and who is watching. And I'm telling you, come join us. It's gonna be a blast.
This is going to be so fun. We're having so much fun already, and to have more of you join us will be absolutely amazing, and we'll all be healthy and happy together.
What's better than picking your coworkers?
Yeah, that's for sure. Well,
Love it. Thank you, everybody.